Okay, leaving off, or picking up where the last video left off, we had our infusion. The old one was 10.8 milliliters per hour, but now we've bumped it up to 13.2 milliliters per hour. And again, we just let them sit with their IV drip for another 4 to 6 hours, whatever's been ordered. And let's say this go around, the APTT results come back in and they're at a 105. Okay, now that's a pretty drastic change. I don't think you'd ever see that, but just for the purpose of the education part side of this, let's say the results are now at a 105. So 105 is going to put you in category E, right? Bigger than 90. Says we need to hold the heparin drip for an hour and then decrease the drip by 3 units per kilogram per hour. So our next question is going to ask about the bolus. What is the bolus to be given now in units and in milliliters? Well, it didn't say anything about giving a bolus, right? We need to hold the drip for an hour, but it didn't say anything about a bolus. So the blood is very thin at this point, right? I mean, if we're thinking clotting time here at 105 seconds, that's way too long. Okay, again, sweet spot was 46 to 70 seconds. That would be no change. That's what we're after. But 105, I mean, we've more than doubled to 46 seconds. So we don't want to give them a bolus at this point. Okay, that would probably kill them. So to answer number 7 here, we would just say 0 units at 0 milliliters. Okay, do not give a bolus. Their blood is way too thinned out. So we have to shut the drip down for an hour. Okay, that's how thin this is. This is big. So shut the drip down for an hour, and then when we restart it, we're going to decrease the drip by 3 units per kilogram per hour. So that's where we come into on number 8. For the infusion, what do we do for our units per hour? Well, it says we need to decrease the previous one by 3 units per kilogram per hour. So I'm not going back up to the original 18 because we changed it, right? Back there on number 5, we went from 18, we increased it by 4 to 22. So it's the 22 that we're working off of now. 22 needs to be decreased by 3. So 22 minus 3 is going to give us a 19. So units per hour is what we're looking for here, right? That was our question. And we're going to work with the 19 units per kilogram per hour. Our patient still weighs 60 kilograms. So that's going to put us working with a 1,140 units per hour for our infusion. Number 9 wants to talk about milliliter per hour. So milliliter per hour, let's see, we need to find some milliliter. Oh, back up here on the infusion, it did tell us that 250 milliliters is 25,000 units, right? So pull that in, 250 milliliters is 25,000 units. I need units at the top, so I pull in my previous answer, units per hour, and that should work out to give us an 11.4 milliliter per hour. So just to recap, originally we had set the IV pump for a 10.8 milliliter per hour, and the APTT results came back at 31 seconds, so we had to give another bolus, same size as the original one, and then we increased the drip by 4 units per kilogram per hour. So that bumped our 10.8 up to 13.2 milliliter per hour. So we ran another APTT test result later, and results came back way too high. So we held the drip, we did not give a bolus, and we decreased the drip by 3 units per kilogram per hour. So that means our new IV rate is an 11.4 milliliter per hour. Now, ideally, this situation is going to keep running. If you're working with a patient, that you're going to let them sit with the 11.4 milliliter per hour for another 4 to 6 hours until we come back and have to do another test. Based on the amount of seconds that it gives us, we might probably have to make a change again. Okay, so we just kind of follow the directions throughout here and just listen to what it says.